What is going on, believers? The Bitcoin price looks like it is primed to pump over the next 24 hours. We already saw the pump on Ethereum. If you like the content, guys, subscribe, leave a comment down below, hit the bell to be notified, become a member, help me out. That way I can continue to help you out with the best of Bitcoin news and information in the crypto space that I can provide to you. It's not financial advice, but I'm always right.
Let's get it. I'm trying to put money in your pocket, that crypto wallet, that bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast, then again around bedtime. Bet this, it's not financial advice, but I'm always right. I'm always right. I'm always right. I'm always right. I'm always right.
Okay, guys, you can see here from the 1 hour. These are the 1 hour candles, by the way. The yellow, in case you are following at home, the yellow is the 48 EMA. The blue line that you will see in a zoom in over here, this blue line is your 13-day EMA, and you can see a little bit of a green over here. I keep that kind of obscured. That's the 9-day. We're just looking to see, does the 9 and the 13 kind of match themselves. So it's right now we're looking at the 48. We're seeing that we're over the 48, which means that we are on a pump now. Whether it sustains or not, we don't know, but we obviously have huge buy signals. We have a lot of invested interest here. We're going to zoom back out here because we do have to have at least an honest assessment of where we are right now. We are still in a pennant. This pennant right here tells us that we are probably going to have some enormous downside. Now, when we look, let's close that out right there. We're going to look over here just a little bit. This is basically our D-Day right here, the 28th of the month. This looks like the day we're going to get the GDP from the United States. The 27th, we're going to get the 75 basis point hike. I'm pretty sure we're going to sit at 75 basis points. I don't think there's going to be anything other than that. So the 28th becomes D-Day. Do we have a negative? And let me tell you what's going to happen here. It's going to be two things. Number one, if we have a positive GDP, this market's going to go parabolic for just a little while. We won't be on a bull run, but we will be on a run. If it does not, and we get a negative number, and depending on that negative number, it won't matter. We will be in a recession. But if it's worse than what anybody is predicting by a huge stretch, then we're going to have some major problems. And that's when we're going to see what we call the old Richard Hart 11,000 Bitcoin. And that's a long way to dump. But let's face facts here. We are trending and we are channeling ourselves right now in the 20,000 range. And the next leg down is that 10,000 range. We want to avoid it at all costs. But obviously, we are inside this channel. We've hit this a couple of times. Spiked the bottom 3 times, spiked the top 3 times. We are on that 4th run up right now. And based on this, we're looking at around 22,800. Now we have resistance at 22,500. A lot of people are predicting I may have pushed this out just a little bit, trying to be as aggressive as possible and get the best number here. But you can see here in the 1 hour chart, we're looking just great. You look at the 2 hour chart, we're still looking really good here. You look at the 4 hour chart, everything's just looking really good. You even come over here and you can look at the day chart. Now, the day chart shows us a different thing. We are over this 48 EMA, which is a very important number, by the way. That usually indicates that we are on a pump. Okay, you can see here as it crosses over, anytime it crosses over, that usually leads to a tremendous upside. So we are now in a what you would call tremendous upside, but we're not on the day chart. And it looks like if we don't cross over and if we can't get this enormous sort of pump in the next little while, when this EMA starts to cross over, and we see it in this trend right now. So we see that it's going to come through here around that's the 28th, because we're going to use that as a cutoff. If we can start to make some good moves to this spot here and we can get here, then instead of the break to the downside, which is what we would normally kind of have going this way, we're going to trend upwards like this. And this gives us at least a couple of days. Now, if you are looking for any kind of breakout, then that breakout probably ends around 24,500. That does support the next level, the next big level of resistance. So that probably, this is probably the best that we can hope for at this point. So keep those in mind, but understand that we are probably on the verge. Just looking at this 1 or 2 hour chart, these things are probably showing us that we are in a full sort of bullish trend at the moment. And it's going to take us a little bit of time to see if we can sustain it. And if we can sustain it and somehow just keep this thing going for a little bit of time, up until the 28th of the month, when we really start to see some numbers, if we can get there, then we're going to be in a much better position. Moving on. All right, guys, there you have it. The 1 hour, the 2 hour, the 4 hour, everything looks really good right now. Even if you look at the 1 minute and the 2 minute and the 3 minute, everything looks really good. Now, some of them are flipping back and forth right now as we play dips up and down for the scalpers. But otherwise, we are in a great position. So this is definitely a time where it's very tough to call this a buy sentiment because there is an enormous amount of risk in this market right now, and that risk is not going anywhere soon. So that being said, this is, if any, an opportunity to play this all the way up here to 22.5 maybe. See where it plays out. Maybe 22, maybe 23,000. Listen, I think, again, I'm a little aggressive on my chart action. I may have overstated that just a little bit, and I might do a little bit of variance down here to get it closer to the 22.5 because that felt like the number. I think I hit the chart and it went sideways. But that's it for now, guys. This is not financial advice. My name's Bleaves. I'm always right. And be very careful in your trading, but remember that we are on an uptrend right now, and it's a great opportunity if you have the stomach for it. Good luck in your trading.
Let's get it. I'm trying to put money in your pocket, that crypto wallet, that bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast, then again around bedtime. Bet this, it's not financial advice, but I'm always right. I'm always right. I'm always right.